What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I am coming to you today with a review for Basketball Wives LA Season 4, the season finale. Thank you, Jesus. We are at the end of this show. You guys, yesterday I was trying to watch that show. This is how much I didn't want to watch the show. I had got the show early like everybody else, like on Friday of last week. And I had every intention of watching it and reviewing it early and getting it out of the way. But I couldn't even bring myself to watch it back then. I just did not feel like it, you guys. I just honestly didn't care. I ended up watching it yesterday like at 7 o'clock. Just like a couple of hours before it came on. And yeah, I'm glad it's done. Let's get to this damn review, shall we? So first of all, Megan is young and she's dumb and she's intimidated by Tammy. So she directs all her attention and her anger on Angel. We still don't know why she's so mad at Angel. Okay, somebody tried to say because Angel hit her in the mouth when all that was happening. I mean, you know, I don't even, whatever, okay? It's just stupid. She's just young and, you know, she just makes up shit just to be mad. And we all know that Tammy is the one that brought up the whole fact that Megan had left Jackie high and dry. So Angel is just like, bitch, I'm not fixing to fight you. I'm not scared of your ghetto ass. I'm just not gonna fight you. She leaves. Megan is upset because Angel threw out there about her abortion. And, you know, Megan was just like, it's just not fair because I don't use my children as a check. Whatever. It's just whatever. That whole thing blew up and, you know, finally the girls get calmed down. Interestingly enough, single white female is trying to calm Megan down and telling her that fighting isn't the answer. Okay, you should always use your words. I was just like, ain't this the fucking pot? Okay. So while they're trying to get Megan calmed down over here, Shawnee and Tammy are over on the other side. You know, they kind of branched off and they're laughing about the fact that it's just all kind of foolishness going on. And for the first time in a long time, Tammy ain't in the middle of it. Okay, so they're laughing and they're getting a good little giggle out of it. And Malaysia, you know, she sees him and she just kind of nods her head over to in their direction to a single white female, and you know that's all of the heads up that single white female needs to know. Okay, she knows that her master is upset with the girls, so now she gonna be upset. And they say that they're tired of the girls laughing and talking about them. So she goes over there and they just confront Tammy and Shawnee and say they don't think it's cool that they always laughing at them, they always making fun of them, they always talking about them. And you know, Tammy and Shawnee was just like, what are you talking about? They're trying to explain to him that they weren't even laughing or talking about them, but the fact that you know, single white female is turning up to the nth degree. You guys, I cannot with single white female. Don't put your hands in my face. You don't like people to put your hands in your face or whatever the fuck. I was just so sick of her. I was just like, why does she always have to just be so whole lot and always worried about what everybody else is thinking? Do you know you can't control what, even if they were laughing about you, so what? You can't control what other people do. I was just like, I was so wanting to turn that off. I swear I did. Single white female's dander is all up. She can't take it. She mad. Her and Tammy look like they about to start fighting. They going back and forth. Malaysia's trying to calm single white female down. Shawnee is trying to calm Tammy down. And it keeps on reflaming and then getting put out and getting, you know, it's your regular old fare. Shawnee tries to tell them that, you know, we were laughing about the fact that Tammy is not in the fight. You guys need to stop being so fucking sensitive all the time. But you guys are just whack. This whole group, all together, you guys are just a hot ass mess. And I took that as a boss telling they damn employees that you guys is fucked up. I guess single white female Malaysia didn't take it that way. Single white female says that all Shawnee does is talk down to them and talk to them like they're childish and like they're petty. I was just like, yes, because that's all of what you are. And she says that Shawnee acts like, you know, that she's some boss. Okay, and I was like, bitch, she is the boss. She is your fucking boss. What the fuck is wrong with single white female? She's so damn stupid, you guys. You done let them cameras surrounding you to get your brain all fucked up, okay? You done forgot something. So we on the bus again. Everybody is kind of in their feelings. Tammy again tries to explain to him what the problem was. You know, Malaysia was just like, okay, well, if you say you was laughing and you say you wasn't laughing and yeah, I thought you was laughing, okay, whatever. Tammy was like, bitch, I was laughing. Wasn't nobody fucking laughing at you guys. Okay, get over that shit. So we kind of settled that, I guess. Megan, you know, she feels it's very important that she must let us know about her abortion. It's like, bitch, don't nobody care about your abortion. Later on, Shawnee and Jackie meet up with Angel because, you know, they're concerned that Angel is going to leave, and Shawnee's trying to talk her into staying. Angel's just like, I'm not used to being around this kind of hood rat, ghetto ass wretchedness. I am a classy person. I mean, the only reason why I brought up the whole abortion thing is because she brought that shit up to me and Patrice like it was nothing. So I just figured like, well, I mean, she said it to us. Now she want to cry and shit like it's this whole big old deal. So just like, fuck her. Yeah, I can't. I don't understand her. Okay, I think I'm leaving. And Shawnee was just like, no, just stay. You know, Jackie's trying to tell her that Shawnee invited her, and she was just like, look, only way can she leave? That's the only way I'm gonna stay. So the next morning when everybody gets up, was it the next morning or is that later on that day, child? I don't know. But yeah, it was the next morning when Angel gets up. She has made up her mind. She is leaving. She writes a note telling Shawnee, thanks for nothing. I can't be here with this bitch, but I hope you guys have a really nice rest of your trip. Okay, I'm out. Peace out. Shawnee gets that letter when she's sitting with the girls, and I don't even know where they about to have a drink or something. I don't know what they were doing, but she gets the note. Megan was just like, well, that's fine because I don't regret nothing. I don't regret calling her no hoe. I don't regret getting in her face. I don't regret this, that, and the other. I don't regret nothing. And then she throws in that the girl is a escort. And they just like, oh, really? You know, now she's an escort. Shawnee says, well, she's just upset that you said she didn't have a brain. And Megan said, well, I didn't say that she didn't have a brain. I said that she didn't have her own brain. Okay, so then Shawnee starts laughing like, okay, whatever. Okay, again, here goes old sensitive ass Malaysia. They're laughing at us again. It's not cool. It's not classy. You know, so Malaysia gets up and, you know, then of course everybody's in this mood again. I was just like, oh my God, is this gonna be the whole entire trip? The very next day, the group is all supposed to go ziplining. Well, the LA group leaves the Miami group, okay? Shawnee and Tammy, better known as Shammy, they're the LA group, and single white female Malaysia, better known as the Bobsy Twin tag team, and Wacky Jackie and Megan, okay? They all go ziplining. And to make a long story short, the whole ziplining trip, you know, it's just them complaining about Shawnee and Tammy, and how they're always talking about them, and how they're always laughing at them, and they call them childish, and they call them petty, and they say they immature, and okay, and they say that they, you know, too sensitive. And single white female says she just don't like that shit. So they're just trying to get Jackie and Megan convinced that Tammy and Shawnee is just dead ass wrong. Jackie and Megan are not really trying to see it that way. Okay, they trying to keep their jobs. They're just trying to convince, you know, Malaysia and single white female that maybe they need to sit down and talk to Tammy and Shawnee. They say they don't want to talk because they over it. They done. They don't feel like having to talk to them. In the meantime, we got Tammy and Shawnee. They just like, well, I guess them bitches just decided to leave us. Fuck, Tammy wanted to go ziplining, okay? But, you know, they sitting at the beach and Tammy was like, you wanted to know what I thought about the girls? Well, here it is. And I agreed 100% with Tammy. She was dead on with all of them. First of all, she goes, Megan, if it ain't pertaining to her, she just kind of floats whichever way the wind blows at that time. Jackie flip-flops. Okay, we all know this about Jackie. Jackie will be on our side when she's with us. She'll be on their side when she's with them. Jackie just likes to be in the midst of everything. Okay, she don't really care. Although I do believe that Jackie has maintained that she's probably a bit more on Tammy and Shawnee's side. Okay, like I said, Jackie know who the fuck signed them checks. Tammy said that single white female, she's not sure if she likes her. She says that she likes Tammy, but Tammy says, I can't really tell. We always getting into it. She always in my face. Shawnee was just like, well, you know, the whole thing with single white females is because Malaysia don't like you. And so if Malaysia looks at single white female, even if single white female do like you, you know, Malaysia gonna look at her like, we don't like her. So then single white female's gonna be like, oh yes, let me get reprogrammed. We don't like her. Shawnee makes it clear, though, that single white female doesn't like her. Tammy was like, you keep on saying that. She's like, trust me, the bitch don't like me. Okay, that's what she says she like you. She left me out. Yeah, like I said, I agree on all of them. Look, maybe it was not the best idea to mix Miami and LA. Maybe LA, because they are so damn immature and childish, just like everybody keeps saying, they were going to have their guard up and feel like everything somebody says to them is going to get them upset. They're going to be on the defensive all the time. You know, we're not going to ignore that Shawnee and Tammy have done their little things to kind of aggravate the situation. But it's never to the extent that Malaysia and single white female is making it. I mean, they act like they fix. I mean, bitch, you ain't never heard of shade. You don't never learn how to, you know, take a joke, throw that shit back on somebody. They could learn a lot from Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay? They're young, but they're not that young. That's what Shani said. Them bitches ain't that young, but they are young-minded. They stupid. I never thought I would say that about Malaysia. I've always liked Malaysia, but this season has brought out, like, I don't know what it is. Single white female is really a burden. It's a burden to Malaysia. She needs to drop her because that girl is no good for her reputation. What about when Tammy Carter with them chiclet teeth, y'all started cracking? She said that Malaysia was a fucking baby and that, you know, all of Malaysia's life, whatever the bad things that she goes through, obviously somebody else handles it for her. And I thought that was dead on too because, honey, single white female has become her bulldog. That bitch is all over anybody that even look at Malaysia wrong, even breathe on Malaysia wrong. So, yeah, we got this dinner now, you guys. Let's get to this dinner. So Tammy and Shani are there first, and at first they're not sure if the girls are even going to show up. Okay, they was like, shit, I guess we better get all our laughs out now. We don't want to make nobody mad, you know. The girls walk up, the LA girls walk up, and so now you got Tammy, Shani, Jackie, Megan, single white female, and Malaysia. Jackie starts off like, well, I think that this is a good time for us to just sit here and talk about, you know, get everything out on the table, you know, whatever feelings anybody has. I said, who would have ever thought that Jackie would be the neutral one on a season finale and that she would act as the fucking mediator? Okay? Single white female starts on Jackie. We think it's gonna be some shit, but single white female says, you know what? I've said a lot of bad things about you and I've treated you wrong and and now I realize that you're not that bad of a person. Okay? So, you know, I apologize for that. So maybe the fact that Tammy and Shani has pushed the LA group closer together. You know how sometimes when it's an old group and then some new people come in and they fuck up the friction, and so then the old group kind of have to band together and become supportive to each other because these other bitches trying to fuck it up. So maybe that's what's going on here. Jackie is very happy, like, wow, that was really nice of her. So we start off okay. Megan is just like, well, now that everybody had a chance to kind of be apart from each other, is everybody feeling better? And Tammy and Shani was just like, shit, we was fine yesterday. That was y'all. Malaysia the baby is sitting over there not saying shit, so you know it's up to single white female to get shit crunk. So she was just like, well, I feel like you guys was trying to bully us like you guys do in Miami, and we don't do that shit here in LA. Tammy was just like, wait a minute, now you ain't fixing to give me the bully title when I wasn't even starting shit. I can't bully nobody when you started. And you guys, we've seen Tammy bully plenty of folks. We know how it goes. That was not no bullying situation. That was a fucking misunderstanding on single white female and Malaysia's part, and they blew that shit up. Okay, that's all that was. Tammy was just like, well, of course the shit was gonna blow up because you was trying to say that I was doing something that I wasn't, so it was gonna get crunk, it was gonna get gully, it was about to get it was about to be antagonistic because you guys were trying to say that I was doing something I knew I wasn't doing it. Single white female was like, well, it's not maybe just that one occasion. That occasion we might have been wrong, but it's been other occasions where you guys just always, roll your eyes, it'd be snickering, it'd be all of this, stingling, laughing, and all this shit. Tammy was just like, well, I'd like to know when that is. Single white female was like, well, not too much you, Tammy, which was interesting because it's always Tammy. She was like, more so you, Shani. And I was just like, nah, bitch, this ain't what you want. You'd have been better off picking a fight with Tammy. But see, I don't think that single white female wanted it with Tammy. She knew that Shani wasn't gonna physically fight with her, so she decided to set her sights on Shani. How stupid can you be? So I was like, how far is she gonna take this? So she was just like, yeah, Shani, you always belittling us and you always talking down to us. And Shani was just like, well, when? She was just like, well, you always saying that we petty and we childish and we immature. And Shani was just like, no, what I said was the things that you guys argue about is childish. And she was like, yeah, but don't you see that that's kind of the same thing? And Shani was like, no, I don't see that that's the same thing. So then single white female, honey, decided to take it up a notch, and she was just like, well, so if we so petty and childish and all, why are you here? I was just like, what the fuck did she just say? Why is Shani there? Shani was just like, oh, I guess we gonna have to get out of the whole we on a TV show thing here and I'm gonna have to keep it real with your ass. Okay, she was like, because it's my show. This is my shit. I brought you to this. And so then single white female was just like, yeah, I know you did, but still, you talk to us and you say that we childish and all this. And Shani was just like, girl, I don't have time to be putting you guys down all the time. And single white female was like, yes, you are. You act like a bitch. And she had some fucking force behind that bitch. I said, oh, y'all, everybody was sitting there real quiet, okay? Because everybody else is clear on, who pays who pays what around this motherfucker. Everybody but single white female, even old Malaysia, the baby with the chiclet teeth. She's sitting over there just as quiet as could be. I said, girl, you better get your girl about to put her foot in her mouth. Okay, well, she already did. That damn Shawnee looked at her and she was like, you know what, I'm gonna be that bitch for you today. She was like, yes, I am that bitch. Okay, yes, I'm that bitch. And single white female was just like, look, you can throw around your whole executive producer card. You can throw around the last name card. You ain't nothing but Shaq's wife. I said, oh. I couldn't believe the girl was saying that. I was just like, and Shawnee was just sitting there looking at her like, you know what, you're not fixing to sit up here and assassinate my damn character now. I have worked too hard. Okay, but let me see. I'm all excited telling you guys this. Honey, that fucking Shawnee, that bitch was like this. You know how we've always said that Shawnee don't have much of a personality and all of that. Well, in this case, honey, that worked to Shawnee's favor, honey. Shawnee did never let that bitch get her upset. Again, single white female says, you ain't nothing but a bitch. Honey, Shawnee was just like, well, you know what? I'ma be that bitch. She put her little napkin down. She said, thank you for your services. Single white female just sitting there looking at her like, what? And she said, thank you. Like, bitch, get the fuck up away from this table and walk off. And here go big ass single white female just looking. I was just like, you forgot your sidekick, honey. Malaysia, the baby with the chiclet teeth, she's sitting over there. She ain't saying shit. Nobody, honey. Tammy was just sitting there looking like, oh my goodness. Okay. I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with single white female? Like, how did you get shit that mixed up that you thought that you can go to your job and decide to cuss the fucking boss out and think you was still gonna have a job afterwards? I hope and pray that they don't bring single white female back. It would be such a slap in the face if they do. The way she talked to Shawnee, I don't care what she could say. That bitch should have lost her job. That's it. Don't bring her ass back. And she could actually take Malaysia with her too, the baby with the chiclet. Alright, you guys, so that's it. I'm glad it's over. The reunion is next week. I'm hoping it's just one show, one episode, and then we will be done with this show, which helps me because then that means that I can just concentrate on Black Girls on TV. Okay, y'all know 4 videos a week is just rough. We'll be back at 3 until Real Housewives of Atlanta comes up, y'all. Anyway, you guys, make sure that you rate and comment and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. Alright, so I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.